material flow icons. Let's see some icons here. For assembly, we have this type of icon, manufacturing processes. Outside sources, whether it is supplier, customers, we have this type of icons. And data box. And in data box, you've seen here some of the process parameters I was talking about. Some 4 parameters are given, for example, cycle time, changeover time, how many shifts this is operating. In some cases, this might be an important thing, how many shifts are you operating? Scrap percentage and things like that. And inventory. Inventory, actually, if you see in some books, it will be like family planning, inverted triangle. In some books, it's this thing, but most of the books, it's a straight triangle. And of course, truck symbol is used for dispatches. Push arrow and pull arrow. Push arrow is like zebra crossing type of shaded, alternate shade and this thing, because it means that you're pushing. What is the difference between push and pull? Push means you are doing to your capacity. Pull means you are actually doing what the next process wants. That's the difference between push and pull. Push and pull is very important to understand. In most of the batch type of processing, they do the push type of manufacturing. And non-shaded type of thing is finished good to customer. There is something called as first in, first out. So the first in, first out, you write 2 parallel lines and then put FI, FO and an arrow in between. This is requires first in, first out. And also you can, in some places, you can mention the batch in which the first in, first out moves. Like for example, after you put the fulka, if you want to put the ghee, for example, I'm just saying, you can say after 5 chapatis, he will do and then put the ghee and give. Okay, batch of 5, you can move first in, first out. And for example, if you're doing bhaji or bonda, they have cut the, what do you say, the banana, kacha banana or aloo. You can put it in that, that is also batter type, no, and put the bhaji. So you can take 5 and then batches, first in, first out. That's called first in, first out type of sequence. So these are all material icons. There might be some more icons, we'll deal with it, but I've indicated some basic fundamental icons. General icons is whenever you want to do an improvement, you can put some sort of a lightning burst or cloud just to say that, okay, these are all improvements that is possible. And buffer stock, you put like a rack in this, okay? This is a buffer stock, extra stock. Supermarket is in this, all this is inventory. And withdrawal, you put this type of an arrow. And operator is like this, okay? Somebody having a hand like this, right? Head and hand. Okay, these are all general icons. Then let's see the information flow icons. In information, we said, you have physical something written on the board or some paper stuck, okay? Or electronically you can display, and that's also a sort of an information, or email. So manual flows are written by straight arrow, and electronic flow, if it comes through email or if it is through some sort of hand-on board display, then it's a lightning arrow, just to indicate the difference between the type of flows. Weekly schedule, there is a dabba that is given for weekly schedule like this. Leveling box, this is we call Haijunka. That means, what is leveling? Leveling means you don't ask them to produce everything at one shot. You say that, okay, first produce this, then this, and things like that. You level it. Signal Kanban. Okay, we'll talk about what is signal Kanban when we go into the depth of it. And Kanban post. Kanban post is nothing but, the cards are kept in some dabba that is called as a post. And you'll have to give the material what is there in the dabba and give that to production back again. And that's called production Kanban. Okay, we'll talk about production Kanban, withdrawal Kanban, and things like that. It is like a currency. I give you currency, you give me the material. That's how I ask people to remember. Unless you give me currency, I will not give you this material. Right? Similarly, unless I give you this card, I will not give you the material. The card will have the details of what quantity to be given. These are the rules set, how the material should flow. There are some rules of Kanban. Now, Kanban arriving in batches. Like for example, one chunk of cards you can give and tell me, okay, you give this. All right. There's something called as a sequencer. In what sequence should you do? Like for example, there is a staggered boxes that is kept, and then you take it from that sequence. Go on C type of scheduling. Go on C type of scheduling is nothing but there is no cards, there is nothing. You have to physically see if it is empty, you just take it and replace it. Something like that. Go on C.